Welcome back, faithful subscribers, to the second episode of the Ninja's Edge backpack tutorial. So let's do a quick recap of what happened last video while I clean up this whole mess. Ready? Today we are going to be making the Ninja's Edge backpack from Fortnite. For the last half an hour, maybe more, I drew out this thing. Tried multiple different times to make the casing like it was like this big. So hopefully third time's a charm. I have this. I think it's looks really awesome. It's like anything. So that's exciting. And since this build is kind of taking a lot longer than I thought, and I haven't had enough time to actually work on it, I'm gonna actually have multiple parts to this video. Okay, now you know what we did last time. If you'd like to see the whole video, click up there and you can go see that. But now let's get into this. So basically what we're going to want to do is there's some more things we need to add on to this kind of case the swords are in. Let's throw up a reference photo to see what I'm talking about. Okay, hopefully you know what I mean, how there's kind of like little straps and bands on this. That's what I'm going to be working on. So let's start. Okay, I want to just talk about a couple things real quick. So if you can see right here, I put this bottom piece and this top piece on. These are just the paper cardboard. This one I kind of slid the piece down. This one I had to cut slits in to get it around because it couldn't fit over this. So I want to talk about this piece right here. I'm using this cardboard. Oh, you can't see anymore. Here, let me grab the other piece. Okay, so I'm using this cardboard. It's actually triple thick. It's just super thick. I want it to be thicker. So, and let me just hold the measuring. So you can see how big it is. So it's about a bit more than 1/4 of an inch. Right there, you can see. So, these two templates here. This is a template for that piece that wraps around here, and then there's another template for this next piece that we're going to be putting on here. Those may not work out perfectly for you if your cardboard is not the right thickness or not as thick as mine. So just, if you're using a different thickness cardboard, try to get it as thick as you can or as close to mine as you can, so that the templates work out. I just wanted to make sure you knew they might not go perfectly if the cardboard is a different thickness. I'd like to say that if in the rest of the video I sound kind of wacky, that's because I went and got myself sick. But you don't care about that. You actually care about the kind of progress report I'm going to give you. So I think it looks really awesome. I got the cardboard strips. I get a bunch of different strips and stuff and the buckle on. Last thing we need to do before we paint is kind of figure out if the handles designs is just going to be painted or if it's going to be with cardboard. So I'm going to look at my reference photo and put my phone in this. If you've been wondering what this is, that's what this is. I can move it up and down and around. It's from my phone, so I can look at pictures. So I'll put my phone in there and we'll look at the reference photo again so I can decide what I'm going to do about the handles. Okay, if you thought that was really quick, that's because it was really quick. It's about 2 minutes, so super fast. I looked over the reference photo, I looked over mine, see if I missed anything. I did not miss anything, except for on this blade right here, there's like a little like bandage kind of thing almost wrapped around. I feel like that needs to be done with actual fabric. once the build is completely done. So I'm going to leave that because I wouldn't want to get paint on it while painting the rest. So let's zoom out a bit. Okay, now we need to work on painting. And before we do that, we really need to clean up the whole table. Okay, so I said I was going to paint, but I ended up just taping a bunch of stuff off so that I could paint the black in this area and in this area, and then do the blue here and here. And then things will be taped off, and it won't make as much of a mess. Okay, so you may have seen at the end of the last scene I kind of disappeared for a minute. That was because I was putting this in the clamp, and now it's been about 2 hours almost, an hour and a half, and I think it's basically dry. There's some little edge, oh, you probably can't see it. Let me get a little more light over here in a second. There you go, now you can see the light reflecting off of it, kind of shining in some areas. The little edges maybe right there, oh sorry, right there. Maybe it isn't dry, but I think for the most part, these main parts are enough to take off the tape and then start. I think my second color is going to be the blue, so maybe I won't have to take off any tape. I'm just going to paint the main section and these little things. Get ready to be satisfied. Okay, so I pulled off the tape as you saw before. I did the white, and also I painted that silver. So now let's start taking some more tape off. couple things. Maybe you can see there's some stuff that paint seeped through a little bit, or maybe paint the tape ripped on the cardboard. So I'm gonna touch those things up. Okay, so it's been a bit, and I let stuff dry. So as you saw, I taped off there. I painted that. So now I need to take off some of the last bits of tape. So these little triangles here, this tape here. If you maybe noticed, I did do some gray shading there. I saw that in the picture. I took off the tape here and made the white part. That looks so good. So take off the tape and then work on the little fabric thing right there, and then that'll be everything. Okay, and after 2 weeks of working on this, let's see how it turned out. Okay, so I'm really happy with how this came out. Let's just hold this up and let's jump back to the reference photos just to see the comparison. So yeah, I think they look really similar. I think this one looks awesome. As you can see, the back does have like a seams and stuff, but I tried to keep the back. I made the back look as good as I can, or as I could rather. So I'm not sure if there's a ton to talk about with this, because you've seen everything. This, I'm not sure if I mentioned it was a wire. That's basically it. That's everything I didn't already talk about. So the only thing I need to say is that templates, there are, I believe, 7 pages. So there's a lot of templates. So 3 are going to glue together, tape together rather like this. And then the next 4 go together like this. And I'm pretty sure everything is self-explanatory. There's all the different pieces you'll need for various things. And then, you know, of course, stuff I've talked about in this video and in the part 1. And I've already said you can go up there to go to that video. If you are planning on making this, you're going to want to watch both. And I did the fabric here. Overall, I think it turned out really awesome. If you're making this, you definitely want to do the work to tape everything off. Even though it is kind of a pain to like tape off this way for the black, then take it off, let it dry, tape it this way. It's definitely worth it. Like, as you saw before, how crisp these little triangles and the white lines and everything came out. That's because I taped it down and push down with your nail to make sure no paint seeps underneath. That's basically everything. I hope you did enjoy this kind of 2-part episodes of making this one thing, because it did take me so long. Hope you did enjoy. Please do make sure to subscribe if you like this kind of thing and want to see more of this type of stuff, or just this kind of thing in general. If you have anything specific you want me to do, put that down in the comments section, and I'll see if I can get to that, depending on what it is. So hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you next time.